Yes, sir, I'm gonna say like this, I'm sticking because I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna run my fingers through your long black hair that squeeze you tighter than a whistle bell. Yes, sir, I'm gonna say like this, I'm sticking because I'm stuck on you. Out in the kitchen, out in the hall, hey, what do you know? Good and hard. Now once I catch you when the key singing starts, table wide horses couldn't tear us apart. Gonna take a tiger from us that is side. That's how we love is gonna keep us tight. Oh, yes, sir, I'm gonna say like this, I'm sticking because I'm stuck on you. Out in the kitchen, out in the hall, hey, what do you know? I'm good at all. Now once I catch you when the kissing starts, table wide horses couldn't tear us apart. Trying to take it how you promise that is side. That's how we love is gonna keep us tight. Oh, 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 yeah. I'm gonna say like this, yeah, because I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna say like this, yeah, because I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna say like this, yeah, because I'm stuck on you. Yeah! Thank you! Are you ready? Here we go! Well, it's 1 for the morning, 2 for the show, 3 to get her headed out, go, can't go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do it, I think, but lay hard on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down and step on my face, slide my name all over the place. You're doing a thing that you want to do. Honey, hold on them shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay hard on my blue suede shoes. Let's go, kids! Drinking my leg from the old fruit jar. I do want to pay you that you wanted to. Honey, honey, them shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything, but they are my blue suede shoes. Suede shoes. Well, you can do anything, but they are my blue suede shoes. Well, it's a blue suede shoe. A blue suede shoe. Yeah, a blue suede shoes, baby. Well, you can do anything, but they are my blue suede shoes. Yeah. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing? Hi, baby. Are you all alone up there, ma'am? I've seen about 25 minutes. Okay, deal. My name is Darren Lee. We decided 2 nights ago that I should call myself the Drive-By King. And how this whole thing started was, let's go back a little bit. I've been doing Elvis for 30 years. I was living in Port Coquitlam in 1997 when I went to Memphis, Tennessee, and I became the first Canadian to win the World Elvis competition. So that led to 11 long years in prison, Vegas. where I became the longest running Elvis in the history of Las Vegas. I was in the American Superstar show at the Stratosphere from 2000 to 2011. Then I came back home for a couple years, and I decided I'd like to live in Maui. So I tried to get myself into Maui. It wasn't happening. And then one night, my wife at the time said, "You're not making enough money. You need to go get yourself a day job." And I said, "Well, what do you suggest?" I said, "I'm the longest running Elvis in Vegas. What would you like me to do?" And she said, "Well, my father-in-law drives a bus for the city of Vancouver and they're hiring." So we won't say exactly, but it was like, no way. So I picked up the phone the next morning and I made a deal with the devil that for good and for extremely bad changed my entire life. I phoned a millionaire that I knew in Memphis and I said, "How would you like to own an Elvis show in Maui?" And he said, "If we can set us up with an audition, we'll go down and we'll do it." So I phoned ahead, I made a commitment, I made a thing, I made a contract. We went down, we did an audition, and we were gonna open up the Rockin' Hawaiian Elvis Luau in Maui. And somebody that owned the Maui Theater asked us if we'd rather go in and do a show there. So we did, and Burnin' Love was the highest rated show in the Hawaiian Islands. It ran for 4.5 years, and was the thrill of my life until my partner decided that the money would be better in his pocket than my pocket. So things went really south. And so I went from this level to that level, and I was spiraling. I was jumping back and forth between Alberta and BC and America and doing stuff. And I came to Christmas that just passed, and it was either go get yourself a job or else starve kind of thing. And because I never really booked myself, I had somebody always doing that for me. And now there was nobody that did that. My wife and my twins, they now live in Langley, and I haven't seen my 9-year-old daughters in about a month and a half. We decided that it was safer for them that I stay away because I do have a job and I'm meeting people and I'm in whatever. My twins, they're 9 and they don't need to pick up something that they're gonna have for the rest of life or don't make it out or whatever. So in December I went and I did the same thing that Elvis did before he became famous. I became a truck driver. And I worked for this company that's called Bar Green Ellingson, and what our job was to supply restaurants with all their supplies. So napkins and cutlery and dishes and dishwashers. And then wouldn't you know it, middle of March, this thing hit. And I had 2 nights booked in Maui, completely sold out. And I couldn't go there, so there's $5,000 American waiting for me over there. And then I started doing my job, and then the restaurant started shutting down. So I was told, well, you may have 1 more week of work, and then that's about it. And then we got a box of the holy, we call it gold. We got a box of 4-liter jugs of hand sanitizer, lots of them. Then we started getting in boxes of gloves, lots of them. And then we started getting in all these containers for takeout. So our business went from almost basement to now we're one of the highest, not rated, everybody wants us now. So it's like, that's good. But I was like, well, nice to be a truck driver, but I'm an entertainer. So I started going on Facebook Live every Tuesday night, and I was doing shows for all the people that were my friends. And one day I was driving home from work, and I thought, well, I'm in my car, I got my car stereo, I'll go on Facebook Live while I'm driving home from work. And so I'm singing at the top of my lungs, and a friend says to me, we're gonna be banging pots and pans at 7 o'clock in our neighborhood in Poco. Why don't you come and do the rest of your 2 hours in front of the house? So I did, and then somebody found out about that, went to the Tri-City News, told them about it. They did a story on me that came on the Tri-City News. And then from that, CKNW found out about it, and they did a bit they interviewed me and they played some of it on the radio. And then the Vancouver Sun found out about it, and they took photos on Tuesday night, and it was in the Vancouver Sun yesterday. And I didn't even know that the province or whatever was even around, but I was in the province. So this job that was almost history is now going again. So Marlene, thank you very much.
Thanks, Marlene.
Thank you so much. So this is the second gig that I've done. I did one last night in front of a lady's house for her mother's 87th birthday, which was awesome and stuff. And then so this can continue. It's great. I like to do this song for Marlene. Don't listen to all the words because it's not really appropriate, but the idea is, okay? All right. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I should have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm so sorry I was blind. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. Satisfied. How you guys doing up there? Sir? The little things I should have said and done. Girl, I'm so sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as good as I could have. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as much as I should have. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you. All right, see if you remember this song. You wanna set me on fire? Well, to rising. Yeah, hand me a hand, I must be a harder tonight. Burning, burning, burning in love, we can cool me, cool me, cool me. The hardest parts of it is low, but I feel fine. This is really higher, like the sweet oil. You heard my boys high with burning love. Yeah. It's got closer, clenching my leg and my body. Won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. It's hard to breathe, and my chest is heaving. Well, Lord have mercy, I'm burning a hole in my leg. Well, this is really hard, I love the sweet soil of the fire. You heard my voice high with burning love. I'm burning love. I'm burning love. I'm burning love. Yeah, I'm burning love. Well, I'm just a hugger, hugger, burning love. 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 Yeah. Thank you so much. So I heard Bonnie Hendry said that concerts will come back when there's a cure. That hopefully won't be, but I think we all know that it's going to be a while. So hopefully this supplies some enjoyment for people. We were talking all day about certain things. I don't know when I'll be able to go back to Maui because you got to think about airplanes. Is it safe? What are they going to do? You get a whole row, and then the row behind you, and then the row in front of you is available. They ain't going to make any money that way. Everybody's got their opinions on if they should open things. I don't think they should. I think this thing should just let it run its course. If it takes 6 months, it's better than having 10,000 people that aren't here after 6 months, you know? Everybody's got an opinion on it and whatever. Hopefully they know what they're doing. I hope I don't have to wait a year to see my daughters. You know, oh, hi, babes. What are you now, 10? Kind of thing, you know, that sucks. And being that I'm single, that makes it really rough, doesn't it? But I did find the best date in the world is the drive-in. I've been going to the drive-in for the last month, every weekend, and it's the best place to have a date. So you meet a girl, you say, meet me at the drive-in. She parks over there, I park over here, we talk, the movie comes on, I stop talking. At the end of the night, I said, thank you for coming, love you, bye. It's safe, right? You still get a date, you don't get a hug or a kiss, but you know, that's the best I can come up with. I got time for roughly around 4 songs. What do you guys want to hear? I know that one. Anybody, or you want me to just ramble? Good choice. Okay.
Which one?
In fact, you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to do my favorite Elvis song with that one. They both came out in the 1950s. Love Me Tender, of course, is one of the most well-known Elvis songs of all time. The other song was a #1 hit, but it's not as recognizable, and we'll see if you know it, but that other song is my fave. Here we go. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. And my favorite song is a song that came out in '58. It goes like this: don't, that's what you say. Each time that I hold you this way, when I feel like this and I want to kiss you, baby, don't say don't. If you think that this is just a game I'm playing, if you think that I don't mean every word I say, don't feel that way. I'm your love, I'm yours, I will stay. This you can believe, I will never leave you, heaven knows I won't. Baby, don't say don't, please don't. Thank you. So I've been working at this company since December. And 2 days ago, I got my first complaint. And I laughed about it, and I took it and said, well, if you're gonna get a complaint for me, that's the best one to receive. We delivered 2 freezers up to a rich gentleman up in West Vancouver. And we put the freezers in, and I completely forgot that the world's turned upside down. So I went to shake his hand, and he said, no, I'm sorry, I can't, and it's to protect you, basically. And then just saying, I said, your garage here, that's where you're working at, you say garage, right? It's a garage, is the size of where I live. How much is rent? So I left, and he phoned my boss up and complained because I was being nice. Which I said, that's fine, because there's other people that have crashed their vehicles and told off people, and I was being nice, but I forgot, and whatever. But it's really weird. I don't know, you probably have noticed, if you do leave the house, that people have forgotten to smile. People don't look at you anymore, and when you say hi, they don't return it. So finding a new girlfriend is gonna be very, very tough, you know? I hope that if this thing carries on for another 6 months, hopefully people will remember to be nice to each other and say hi and whatever. And so, don't come by me. It's kind of like you're walking down the street and it's invasion of the body snatchers kind of thing, you know? It's really weird. With the drive-in, when I first went about a month and a half ago or whatever, it was packed, but it wasn't like it is now. Now you've got to make a reservation to go see a movie, and tomorrow night they're showing E.T. and Jurassic Park, and E.T.'s sold out already, you know? So me and my dog, we'll have fun, and we'll go see Jurassic Park. What else would you guys like to hear? Very much. Very much. I have my dog that I kiss every night. She's actually not very happy with me right now. I think when a dog sees chicken, you get chicken, baby, chicken, and she starts to go, and then she eventually turns the carpet. Does that mean she doesn't want chicken anymore? Yeah. So she's not happy with me or whatever. So, Are You Lonesome? You want to hear Are You Lonesome tonight?
Yeah.
Are you serious? I don't sing it very well. How do I do a bit of it, okay? La 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 la. Starts with A, right? Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain, or shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Went to a party in the county jail. The prisoners said they began to wail. The bell was open and the door began to swing. You should have heard us now, down 10-foot sing. Let her rock, everybody let her rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the dead last rock. Spider Mother played a tenor saxophone. Lady Joe's blowing on the slide trombone. The drummer of a minute or a brass spoon bang. Oh, Rim says it was the purple gang. Let her rock, everybody let her rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the dead last rock. Number 47 said number 3, you the cutest devil I ever did see. You should be delighted with your company. Come on and do the dead last rock with me. Let her rock, everybody let her rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the dead last rock. I don't sing that one very well either. Hey, how's it going? Are you all up there by yourself? That's cool. Do you own the place or are you robbing the place? He's robbing the place. That's cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, did I make you guys feel any better? Yeah? When we came up with this name for this company, Drive By, it started thinking, you know, because I know all these tribute artists, not just Elvis, you know, and I was thinking, this could be a good business, you know, set up drive-by shows with a Johnny Cash, a Buddy Holly, a Tina Turner, and then I'm going, well, I know all these people in Vegas. Maybe I could book them in Vegas too. So I mean, what we thought was the end of our career is now something that started up again. There's a girl that was in the American Superstar show when I was there. She was our Christina Aguilera. And she sent me a newspaper article from the Review Journal in Las Vegas. And what she was doing was sort of similar, but more energetic than what this is. She put her sound system on the back of her husband's truck, and he rigged it up somehow so that it was extremely loud. And then she would dance down the street, wherever she was going, and he'd follow her in the truck. So that kind of how this thing started. I mean, if she wants to do that, people appreciate it, and it gets them out of the house. Because you guys are, if you're staying in there for a month and a half, 2 months and whatever, I couldn't handle it, you know. I hope that this all ends very, very soon. Oh, it's going to end up actually right about now. It's probably going to end. Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, it is.
Yeah. It's a good finale.
Oh, I love it.
So everybody's social distancing here. So I'd like to do one more song for you, and I'd like to perform this song for my father, who's no longer here. Thank God. He doesn't have to experience all this stuff. And it goes something like this. How do you like it so far?
I like it.
Here we go. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, oh, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets? No, I've had a few, but then again, do kill a few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, oh, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I knew more than I could chew. But through, when there was that, I ate it up, yeah, spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and when now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, no, not me. I did it my way. Oh, what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not. You tell us he truly wills, and other words, our meals, the record shows I to the blows and did it my way. The record shows I to the blows and did it my way. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a blast, and I hope I helped you. We thank you very much. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you, Marlene.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
Marlene. Thank you, Marlene.
Thank you, baby. Thank you guys so much.
You got two friends now.
That's awesome.